back, everyone. We're going to do a dedicated video on the little 2-inch pneumatic polisher that you've seen in many of my videos. I got a lot of questions on it. The most common, which happens to be what type of air compressor would I need for something like that. As long as you look for something that will give you 90 pounds of pressure or more continuously, you'll be in good shape for not only that tool, but many other detailing tools that will polish or sand for you. I'm going to show you different backing plates, different attachments. You may want to look into air regulators. I'll show you a few of those. And I'm going to show you what the tool can do on a test panel that I have ready to go. This tool for under $50, including actually a lot of the polishing pads, has made its money back many, many, many times over. Let's take a look. The Central Pneumatic Mini Orbital Sander / Polisher is under $30. It's also under 5 inches and under 2 pounds. However, if you have an air compressor that can supply 90 psi continuous, you are in good shape. The makes and models may differ, but the body is pretty much the same. Just the attachments and some of the handles and rubber trim are swapped out. You can get a 3-inch backing plate, so you have a 2-inch and a 3-inch. Here I'm going to demonstrate what it can do on a section of a panel here that has been sideswiped. Pretty heavy damage, but there's not much through the clear coat. We should be able to correct it completely. I will quickly demonstrate just how much work or correction can be done with such a tiny tool. With the tool lacking a speed dial, you may want to look into an air regulator such as this one here, a wall mounted with filter, or go with a regulator that goes right on the end of the air hose right before it attaches onto the tool. This is helpful unless you want to use your finger, as I am right here, regulating the tool speed, feathering the trigger. I have the wall-mounted filtered regulator on the wall for each station. However, I didn't dial it back enough, so I'm using the feathered trigger technique using my thumb or my index finger levered under the handle so I can't push it any further and gain more speed than I want to. For sanding, wet sanding, you can either attach the 2-inch or the 3-inch backing plate. From there, you can go just about anywhere with it using any type of grit sandpaper. You can use the paper discs or the foam Trizact discs. Right now, I have a 3000 grit Trizact disc attached to the polisher, and I also have a 5000 that's set to the side here that we're going to swap out as soon as I'm done with this step. Do I special order expensive 2-inch discs, sanding discs? No. I'll go out and find hook and loop. Doesn't matter if it's a disc or a sheet. Trace the backing plate, cut the fit, and I have many discs to go. So I just wanted to bring you in close. This is what it would look like after the first step, wet sanding. Using a 3000 grit Trizact disc, we're going to remove that, swap that out for a 5000. And now it's been corrected, so all we want to do is remove the sanding marks from the 3000 grit, and we're going to use the 5000 grit for that. And when we're finished with this step, you're going to see some clarity coming back into this section of the panel. Right now, it's real hazy, no reflection whatsoever. When wet sanding, especially using a pneumatic tool like this, a steady flow of moisture helps keep the sanding pad clean and clear so it cuts the best. Had I not picked the test area in the middle of this big panel and I wouldn't have to reach across, I would definitely be feeding moisture with a 32-ounce spray bottle. A lot of pneumatic tools do have a moisture feed on them built right onto the machine. And this here is a great example to show you what happens to the clear that's been sanded off. It just sits there in a big clump if you have no constant feed of free-flowing water or moisture to wash that crap away. It gets stuck in your pad and you're not cutting properly anymore. Okay, that's going to do it with the 5000 grit. Let me take a minute, wash off the residue from the cut clear coat from this little section here, and we'll come in and take a look. And as we come in here, we're actually going to see some reflection from the light above. Still a bit hazy, so now we can move on to the polishing aspect of the correction. When it comes to polishing, you can buy numerous pads. Just about any pad you can buy for your 15 millimeter or long throw polisher. So here we'll just demonstrate a 2-inch Eurofiber 50/50 blend cutting polishing pad. And we'll put a little bit of Jescar correction cream on there, take care of this little section. Then we'll jump to a less aggressive polishing pad. You could purchase foam pads, any type of foam pad, any type of microfiber pad, and any hybrid pad. Okay, so now we have some real quality clarity coming back into this little section. Let's swap out the pads again. We'll take off the Eurofiber. We'll put on a non-aggressive polishing pad. We'll grab an ultra fine polish. We'll use Angel Wax Redemption. Okay, so since we're at the finishing stage, let me grab a more quality microfiber. We're not going to use a silly Costco towel to finish up, especially at this stage of the game, especially if we're on softer clear coats. Get a nice 500 GSM, lowest 300 GSM, and make sure it has no edges, and you have nothing to worry about, especially when you're doing quality work like this. All right, give me a second because I want to bring you in close. You can inspect the area. I want you to see what a pneumatic tool for under $30 can do for you. I want to show you there is no need to go out and buy or purchase a name brand polisher for $300, $400, $500. It's just absurd, and it's what this industry is really trying to push right now. Don't give in to the peer pressure, guys. Stay within your means, be successful. That's all I can wish for all of you out there. All right, so I have the simple Central Pneumatic Polisher Sander from Harbor Freight. There are many makes and models of the same version that have the same body, just different attachments swapped out. You can get them anywhere, Harbor Freight, eBay, Amazon, and many other places. What I'm going to do is put as many links down below as I can for the different attachments, pads, sanding discs, regulators, hoses. I've been working with pneumatic tools since the late 80s. I don't mind the old stiffer hoses. You can get braided hoses. You can get the coiled hoses. I'll put links down below for them as well. If you do have any questions on the tool itself, don't hesitate. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.